Hey guys, welcome to the channel. In this video, we're gonna go over a March market update. So let's get into it.
While this video is going to talk about March 2022 compared to March 2023, I thought it was important to talk about February of this year to March of this year as far as inventory goes. So in February this year, we had 81 product on the market. And in March this year, we have 106. So we are seeing that grow. Typically, we're usually around 250 in the market for inventory, so we're quite a bit less than we would normally see, but we are growing in inventory.
And it's a common sign for spring season 2 to see an increase in the inventory levels as well.
Absolutely.
Now moving on to units sold, in March of 2022, we saw a total of 71 units sell. In March of 2023, we saw a total of 31 units sell. And then comparing that to the month of February of 2023, we saw a total of 35 units sell.
So while we're sticking close to our February numbers, we are definitely off compared to 2022 in March of about 57%. As far as average days on the market, in March of 2022, we had 17 days on the market. In 2023, we had 40. And in February of 2023, we had 58. So we are seeing a little decrease from February to March as far as the days on the market go.
When looking at the average days on market from March of 2022 to March of 2023, with those two comparisons, we're actually up 140%. So it is taking 140% longer to sell in this March compared to the March of 2022. Now looking at average sale price, in March of 2022, we saw an average sale price of just under $960,000. In March of 2023, we saw an average sale price of just under $930,000. And then comparing that to February of this year, February was sitting at just over $930,000 on average.
So from February to March of this year, we're seeing it stay very similar. So we're in a balanced market like we talked about last year. From March 2022 to March 2023, it's about a 3% increase. So again, we're decrease. We're definitely seeing the market stay balanced. And from what we're seeing going on, sellers are having to wait a little bit longer to sell, but we'll get into that.
And make sure you stay tuned to the end of this video because we are going to go into the year-over-year data on this, and it may surprise you. Moving into average sold to ask ratio, in March of 2022, we saw an average sold to ask ratio of around 113%. In March of 2023, we saw an average sold to ask ratio of around 100%. And then looking at February of 2023, that number was around 98%.
So while we're seeing a decrease from 2022 to 2023 in March of about 11%, we are still growing year over year or month over month.
Yeah, and to that point in February with the average sold to ask ratio of 98%, we're still up around 2%. So it's a positive market, especially for sellers right now, because we are achieving over ask on average. Hey, if you're finding this video informative, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so that we can help get this video in front of more people who can benefit from it.
Now we're going to get into more specific property types and what happened in March of 2023. So up first is hotel condos. We had 5 sales in the month of March for an average price of $375,000. Now don't be alarmed by that because there was some fractionals that happened in the month of March, which brought our asking price down. The average days on the market for these hotel condos was 16 days with the average sale to ask price of about 105%.
Up next, we have tourist home. For the month of March, we saw a total of 6 sales for an average sale price of around $770,000, for an average days on market of 40, and for the average sold to ask ratio hovering around 102%.
So if you look at the data for hotel, condo, and tourist zone, which is our investment product here in Canmore, you can see that the average sale to ask ratio is over 100%. So it's still a fantastic market to get into and to buy an investment property in Canmore.
If you want some more information on the zonings of the hotel condo and the tourist home, I'll attach to a link where we dive into these two zonings in complete depth.
Now we're going to get into the residential market First, we're going to talk about townhouses for the month of March. We had 7 sales. Average sale price was 1.25 million or so for 77 days on the market, and we're still getting 100% of ask price on these properties.
Up next, we're going to talk about apartments. For the month of March, we saw a total of 6 sales for an average sale price of around 140,000. The average days on the market for these properties was 22, and our average sold to ask ratio was right around 98%.
Up next, we have half duplexes. We had 1 sale. Average sale price was 810,000, 27 days on the market, and again, 98% sold to ask.
Up next, we're going to talk about single family. For the month of March, we saw a total of 5 sales for just under 1.4 million as an average sale price. Around 44 days were the average days on the market, and the average sold to ask ratio was again hovering right around that 98%. Now, instead of comparing month-to-month data, we're going to move into talking about the year-over-year-to-date information, and we're going to point out a few key statistics for you.
So the units sold is down 45%. The average sold price is up about 18%, which we'll talk about in a minute, and the average days on the market is up about 30%.
Now, in conclusion, we want to highlight a couple key points and reiterate some facts that we were talking about from the beginning of the video. So when looking at February of 2023 compared to March of 2023, we are seeing a rise in inventory. And as a result of this, we are seeing more activity. So now, although our sales for the month of March of 2023 was only 31 compared to the 35 the month previous in February, we are seeing more activity. So there's more sellers wanting to know what their place is worth. There's more buyers asking the right questions. There's more traffic at open houses. So I think we're trending in a market, and I'm kind of forecasting for the month of April that we're going to see a little bit more action. So it'll be interesting to see the data for that.
Well, and to your point, and we spoke about this earlier, what we normally have on the market is about 250 listings at this time. So we're only at 100. We talk about the whole supply and demand in lots of our videos. You know, you'll get some realtors and some people saying, oh, it's a buyer's market. I think buyers are, they're a little bit more patient. That we are seeing buyers try and offer less, but we're seeing sellers go, no, the market is stable and we're waiting. You know, in Canmore, things tend to stay steady and grow over time. So I think, like to Parker's point, in April, we should see some growth based on what's happening with Parker and I in our businesses.
Thanks for watching our video on the 2023 March market update. If you guys have any questions about buying or selling or investing and what's right for you at this current stage in the market, reach out to us. We would absolutely love to connect with you. Our information will be in the description below, and stay tuned to our channel for more videos like this. See you next time.